let's go to Garrett on line 4.
Hey, Husky.
What's going on, Garrett?
Not much. Been watching your channel a lot recently. And I actually had a question. I watched some of the MLG replays a while ago, and I saw that you did some commentating in there.
Yeah, for Raleigh. Yep.
And I'm down in Dallas here, and with MLG rolling around, right on top of my birthday, actually.
Sweet,
First,
man.
second, and third. The birthday's right on the 2nd.
Totally.
So that'll be cool. I was wondering if you were coming down to Dallas for that, or if you knew who was commentating it.
I have been talking to MLG, and unfortunately I couldn't make the last couple events to round out their season last year. I am hoping to make events. I don't know if I'm going to make the Dallas event or not. I am in talks with them to see if it's something we can work out or not. But I do love the MLG events just because I get to meet a ton of fans and stuff there. As far as who's commentating it for sure, I think JP's always involved, and my guess, which I don't know at all, would be Day 9, because he does probably the most traveling out of anyone as far as esports goes. So those are probably the two main ones to look out for. I honestly don't know for sure who they're going to be using. I think they were talking to a lot of different commentators. And as far as if I will be there, I'm hoping to at least make a couple of events just to make an appearance and meet fans, maybe play some games and get completely stomped. I know their Dallas event it's a really big one and people really like it. I honestly don't know at this point if I'm going to be there or not, though.
Yeah, because I've heard that the players really like the coming down to MLG or in Dallas, and that's why they do it all the time. So
yeah, I think it's one
there.
Yeah, I'm hoping to be there. Just stay tuned to my channel. I'll always post on any events that I go to. So I just don't know at this point if I'm going to be there.
I'm hooked.
Cool. Thanks for the call, Garrett.
Now,
No
Rosanna. Did I hear you say that you're a Cheerio on Glee?
Yes, right now in between auditioning, I'm working as a little Cheerio cheerleader.
Now, people have heard of Glee.
It's a small show.
It's around.
Maybe one or two people have heard about it.
It's pretty well known. There's even some controversy about it this week because
Is
Victoria. Yeah, you didn't hear about that?
No.
Victoria Jackson, formerly of Saturday Night Live. Excuse me, my tum-tum's got the hungry grumbles. She made a big stink about the boy-on-boy kiss that happened on the show. So
okay.
Victoria Jackson's looking for press. Glee's getting all the press they can handle, frankly. How much time do you get to spend on set just watching Jane Lynch just riff and go nuts on you Cheerio girls?
For a really long time, I was working every day on set.
Yeah?
I was in a dance number and then every day just working on set being a Cheerio. And I've had the privilege to get to know some of the cast members
Very cool.
well, and they're just wonderful people. And
Will you
Jane
give-
Lynch is so fun to watch.
Yeah? Go on.
I like watching her perform. She's always been one of my favorite actors,
Cool.
and this role is so funny. When she throws her tantrums, the other students and I, or the other Cheerios and I, we try to avoid her because students really do, kind of get bumped in the head with a football. Or one guy fell over kind of the banister of the stair set that they've built, trying to get out of the way. It was really funny, and he wasn't hurt at all. It was
He was running from Jane Lynch.
yeah, running from Jane Lynch.
It was an accident, though?
She does get into character a bit,
Yeah.
but
Very cool.
safety, they always care about us, and they always warn us, and they do a little bit of blocking so that we'll know what to do. But
That's good thinking.
she's so realistic that she gets the heart pumping.
Nice.
I like it. Now, will you give Leah Michelle my phone number? Let me rephrase that, please. You don't really have to. She's seen my emails. Leah's seen my
She's
emails.
seen all of your mail.
Hey.
Rosanna, is it true that James Cameron
Family friendly.
licked you in the face?
This is true.
Yeah,
This is
what's
a true
that
story.
about?
Last year at the Golden Globes, I went with a friend from the cast of Glee, and we were all there in support of Leah. And at the after party, James Cameron, who had just won an award that night, came over to the Glee table and, was saying, "Hey, congratulations," and we were congratulating him back. And he looked at me and he said, "You look beautiful tonight. How are you doing?" And I was staring at him going, "This huge director is talking to you, say something stupid." And I was like,
He directed Sanctum.
yeah.
No, he didn't. He produced it.
That was the joke.
Oh, okay.
Jeez. Please finish your
And
story.
I said, I'm doing well. Congratulations,
Yeah.
tonight. And he leaned down to kind of do the French, mwah, mwah kiss on the cheek, the very European thing to do, which they do in Hollywood.
Sure.
At the after parties. And I don't know if he was just kind of sloppy with it or lazy with it, but he ended up just kind of licking my face.
Wow. Now, did he seem inebriated at all, or?
No.
Oh, wow. Interesting.
No, so that was very awkward.
Where is he from? Maybe it's just a regional thing.
No, maybe it was just a mistake, but my friend who was there saw it and just gave me this weird face like, what just happened? Did James Cameron just lick your face?
Wow.
And I'm pretty sure it was an accident, but now I'm really nervous to audition for his casting office ever.
You shouldn't be. You have a great story.
And I don't know what to say, like, hey, I'm that girl from the Golden Globes who you licked my face. Want to put me in Avatar 2?
Wow.
Lead role Avatar 2.
Yeah. I love when people Tarantino a story like that and tell you the end, because the whole time you were telling me the story, I'm like, how is this going to happen? How is it going to that he licked her face? And there's really no answer.
And my face, I don't hide things very well. I express how I'm feeling through my face all the time.
Sure.
And my face is just kind of like...
Awesome.
I mean, the guy directed Aliens.
He did.
Wait, no, he didn't.
All right.
Yes, he did.
Let's hit some more of these
I'll
calls.
remember one of
Patrick's
these
been on hold for quite a while. Patrick, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Very good. You are on the air.
I have a question for Husky.
Shoot.
What's going on, Patrick?
Hey, I'm a fan, and I have a question. You might know that the North American Star League is coming up.
I do indeed.
Very excited about that.
Super pumped, yeah.
I stay up until 2 o'clock to watch the GSL, so...
Yeah, I hear you,
I'd
man. I've
love
been
to
doing
see.
that for years.
So it says that they have guest appearances from other casters, world-renowned, esteemed casters. And I was wondering if I could expect you on the NASL anytime.
I always have to be careful on the stuff I say. I don't know what people want me saying and what's not. I can say that I'm really good friends with In Control. We're both from Oregon and are both commentators that moved to LA. So I'm hoping I can definitely work stuff out with them. Nothing is set in stone at all, but their studio's not too far from me, so we'll see if I can weasel my way in there. And but yeah, me and In Control are good friends. We did hang out at PAX East as well. He's a great guy. So yeah, definitely, he's a very nice guy, by the way. Yeah, so definitely I'm hoping that I can weasel my way in there, see if I can get a couple of games cast. And I believe they're casting them from their studio in Los Angeles or somewhere around there. I don't know exactly where it's at. But if they want me, I will definitely cast some of the games there. And there's lots of other tournaments coming up as well. So as a fan, there's going to be a whole bunch of stuff to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Well, thank you for the call, Patrick.
No, Rosanna
All right.
was just commenting on how much fun PAX East was.
Mm-hmm.
Did you get to bring home that gigantic ogre on a werewolf statue? No?
Sad face.
It's okay. I
Blizzard
mean,
will not give that up, no matter how nice we
that
ask.
thing's got to be hard to get on a plane, I would imagine.
Maybe
but
I could put it in my purse, one of my bigger purses, and sneak
only-
it on the plane.
It's only like 12 by 18 feet.
Yeah.
Purse size, right?
You've said sad face and wink face tonight, which reminds me of you in this email. You gave me what I think was a frowny face.
It
but
is indeed a frowny face.
It was a frowny
yes.
face
It
by
was
the
a
James
frowny
Cameron
face.
licked my face thing. Okay, I get confused where sometimes the colon goes before the it could have been a mistake. This was just
Yeah, it was not a happy face because it was a very awkward moment.
Okay.
It was kind of, I don't know if he drooled on my face or licked my face, but he had realized that he had done it, and I had realized that he had done it, and we just kind of both stared at each other, and, his wife was
Yeah.
there, and it was just kind of this weird moment.
okay.
So that was a sad face.
That was a sad
That
face.
was definitely a sad face.
Husky, you were talking about other commentators, and how many StarCraft 2 commentators are there that are well known like you?
I mean, HD is the other big one. There's another guy named Total Biscuit or Total Halibut, depending on how long you've known him.
Okay.
And he does StarCraft and World of Warcraft as well. And then there's another one, Day 9. His
Woohoo!
name's Sean Plott. Yeah,
Go
he's very
Sean!
nice. Yeah, we hang out with him at PAX as well.
He rocks.
Yeah, extremely mannered, and he is a great guy. One of the most popular ones for sure. And there's so many channels on YouTube that do it now. There's hundreds of channels. So.
But as far as ones that are kind of big at your level, you're talking just a handful, pretty much.
Yeah, I mean probably like 4 or 5, and
Okay.
then there's a lot of up and coming ones, a lot of good stuff like Jeff In Control, the guy I was talking about a little bit before.
He also
he's
rocks.
up and coming. There's JP and DJ Wheat, who are all. I mean, a lot of them have been going for a really long time, and they deserve all the fame as well. So it's that I'd say about 5 or 6 at our level, and then a lot more are on the rise, and will hopefully be up there there too.
Gotcha. Do you have any StarCraft 2 tips? Like, what's the main thing people screw up when they play StarCraft?
Totally, yeah. If you're learning StarCraft 2 and you're in the Bronze League or you're, just not the best out there, basically what I always tell people, and I do get asked this a lot, is just focus on getting your army as quickly as you can and just make workers nonstop. So if you don't know what StarCraft is and you have no idea what I'm talking about, I do apologize. But everyone else out there, it's just basically getting your units as fast as you can and then just attacking them towards your enemy is the best way to get good at the game.
So you're not a fan of the defense, building cannons and all that?
No, if you're trying to learn the game, don't get those cannons. Don't get all that stuff. You can worry about that strategy later. Basically, just sit in your base, get your army as fast as you can, and then once you grow past that, then that's when you start learning all the strategy and everything. So the main focus is, because the Bronze League is the lowest, which is the one that most players are in. You can get out of Bronze League just by practicing making units. Essentially, it sounds silly, but if you know the game, that's all you need is lots of workers and lots of units.
Are you a Protoss player mostly?
Yes, I am a Brotoss. They are amazing.
Yeah, I wouldn't be hanging out with him if he played Zerg. I'd be like, oh,
Really?
look
She
at the
hates the
time,
Zerg.
gotta go.
I don't like Terran myself, but I'm sorry.
A good thing I'm sitting between you two right now. 'Cause this is
Terran's,
the-
Terran's boring. It's just humans. I don't know.
This is getting
I
ugly.
like the
Well,
aliens.
let me
okay.
just say, Terran is the only one that has my little Optimus Prime.
Oh,
My little Thor.
okay. She likes the Thor.
I do like the Thor.
There it is.
Fair enough. We've got somebody on line 2 without a name has been
Oh,
on
they can
hold.
wait.
Well, they've been on hold for almost 15 minutes.
Is
Whoa.
this going to be a crank call?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
that's what worries me.
Line 2, can you hear us?
Hello?
Hello, you're on the air. Please watch your language.
Oh, my name is Connor.
Hey, Connor.
He must have not put my name through, but, I have a question for Husky.
What's going on, Connor?
I was wondering if you were going to do any more of those, like, late night, casts.
Oh,
Like,
my sleepless cast? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, like, Pylo. and
Yeah,
all that.
it's funny. I actually had an idea. It was going to be Sleepless Sundays, where I don't sleep on Saturday night and then I cast all day the next day and just see what happens. Yeah, it is one of my most viewed commentaries. I think that one's at like 600,000 views or something like that. And it's always on the back of my mind, and then I'll stay up until about 5 or 6 a.m., and then I just cannot take it anymore, and I have to go to bed. But I do actually want to make more of those. I think that one turned out pretty hilarious, and I get pretty delirious after I don't sleep for like 36. So hopefully in the future I will. I have actually been thinking about that.
Nice. And you're not seen in this, though. It's just
No, it's
the
just
fun
my
of it
voice,
is, okay.
and then because after you pass that certain point where you're supposed to be sleeping, you kind of the edges get blurred a little bit, and you just
Sure.
kind of I slur my speech a lot. It's kind of like I'm intoxicated, but I don't drink, so it's like
I can brag about him. He gets really funny
When he
on
hasn't
lack of
slept.
sleep.
and so
I
yeah,
think
some of my
Sleepless Sundays
commentaries.
would
That's
be
a
a
good
good idea.
quality.
Yeah, some of my commentaries are when I have no sleep the night before, and I just talk. I don't even know what I talk about. It's a dangerous situation, but people seem to like it, so we'll see. I think I'll do it more.
How much of your life is just spent watching a bar upload HD videos to YouTube? I mean, it takes forever, right?
Right. When I lived in Oregon, we had the hokiest internet I think I've ever seen. It would take me like 6 hours to upload like a 10-minute video.
Holy
Now
moly.
I'm in LA, and I still kind of got screwed when it comes to internet. I still have, like, the area I live in has really bad internet, but I pretty much am uploading at least 5 to 6 hours a day. Thankfully, I can multitask, so while I'm uploading, I can still make another video and can render and all that stuff. So
You got multiple computers going on.
I actually just have the one, but it's such a beast computer that it multitasks like crazy, and I'm actually getting a much better one soon.
Nice.
And so I'll have two beastly computers working at it.
Thank
so.
you, Richard.
Yes,
Thank
yes.
you, Richard.
We'll,
Yeah, thanks, Richard.
Yeah, Richard, a great guy.
I don't know who Richard
People
is.
on my channel will actually see what I'm talking
He's
about
a
soon.
fellow Italian,
Okay.
so my Italian pride is showing today.
Gotcha. Brian, is line 5, is that the one that I just talked to? There's no name on that one? Okay. I'm going to go to line 5 because he has been on hold for quite a while, too. Hey, how's it going? Line 5, can you
Hello?
hear me? That's you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. You're on the air.
We're connected. I was just wondering if Husky was looking for a full-time job that paid however much, what would his job be that he's looking for? Like, if he didn't want to be at home, what would he be doing out of home?
Well, before I got into esports stuff, basically full time, I was actually in school to be a nurse, and then I was like, wow, you have to be smart to do this, so that didn't last very long. Then I tried to be a veterinarian, and also same thing, you have to have a brain, and that's something I struggle with, so I didn't finish that, and so I eventually settled on being a, like, IT guy, and then, so I was going to University of Oregon for computer science, I survived a whopping 2 terms, so I'm glad I made it to the second term. And then that's actually when I got into StarCraft stuff, is because I found that stuff much more interesting than programming, which I find programming fascinating. I just don't have the brain for it, and I'm terrible at math, so that really did not work out for me. And so I always have liked male nurses. I mean, that sounds wrong, but I wanted to be a male nurse for a
I've
long
always
time.
respected male nurses.
Respected. You guys word things so much better than I do sometimes. But
So maybe in the future, or do you want to keep commentating?
Well, I'm hoping that I can do gaming stuff full time. I
Okay.
mean, that's basically I've played StarCraft since I was 11 years old, so it's like an absolute dream come true. And so if there's something you like, whether it's StarCraft or whatever, you should definitely you can make it work. Just make your own job, and it doesn't matter what the economy is. Just make yourself valuable and go for it.
Nice, very inspiring note there.
The American dream.
Let's make sure we hit these calls. We only got 5 minutes
we're
left
running
here.
out of time
Zipping
so
through.
fast.
Alex, you're on the air.
Hi, Husky. This is Alex. I had a question for you. I'm a really big fan. I'm actually calling from Alaska. So you can
Awesome,
tell.
thanks, man.
Alaska.
Yeah, Anchorage. Well, since obviously esports is all over the world, especially StarCraft, what do you want it to become over the years? What with Blizzard releasing expansions and all?
What do I want it to become? I mean, as big as it can get. I mean, in Korea, StarCraft has been a top 3 sport for the last 10 years, pretty consistently. So it would be cool to see that. And I think gaming is getting more and more mainstream. The example I always get is Farmville, and people laugh at me, but I mean, everyone knows what Farmville is these days. Everyone's grandma plays Farmville, and that's technically a game. And so now when people say, "Oh, people play StarCraft for a living," it's not as big of a shock. Like, "Oh, what a bunch of nerds playing StarCraft all day." Bleh. But yeah, it'd be cool to see it go mainstream. But if not, I mean, there's always been a big following of StarCraft, so it's constantly on the upswing, and there's always more and more people watching it. And the cool thing is I ask a lot of my friends who don't even know anything about StarCraft to watch a game, and they all enjoy it. So I think the more people that watch it, I mean, the bigger and better it'll get. So hopefully as big as it can get, and then hopefully it'll stay around forever.
I have faith in it because I showed it to a few of the Glee girls when we have downtime, and they knew nothing about it, and I briefly explained to them what it was, and they really enjoyed watching it.
Nice.
As like a sport. They enjoyed watching them countering each other, and they found it interesting.
Yeah.
So
cool. I hope there's a StarCraft movie one of these days, too. That would be cool.
Yeah, that would be...
I would like to star in it.
For now, just watch
Yeah, right?
Aliens.
Yeah,
How could they not be?
All right, Tim is going to be our last call of the night. Tim, you there?
Hey, how are you?
We're great. You're on the air. Watch your language, please.
All right, I will. I had a quick question for Husky.
Yeah, what's going on, Tim?
Hey, man, I was wondering, have you ever thought about actually selling Husky brand merchandise?
Oh,
I actually do get asked this a lot, and someone asked this at PAX too. It's been at the top of my to-do list for stuff outside of StarCraft for about a year now, and I always get so distracted with StarCraft stuff. I am working with a t-shirt company. I just need to send them designs, and I've just been so heavily focused on StarCraft. But people do request t-shirts a lot, which to me is kind of weird, where it's like, buy my t-shirt. It's kind of like, I don't know, it's kind of weird, but...
Yeah, but fans like to represent.
Yeah, I mean, and that's a complaint.
They want to support you.
That's a complaint I've got, is people want to rep their nerdom.
Sure.
And the fact that they watch StarCraft.
Coffee mugs and or soda cups.
Yeah, that is definitely there.
Non-spellable.
So hopefully in the near future, yes.
Thank you for the call, Tim. Wow, well,
gosh.
we are being played off with music already. I feel like we need an episode 2 of this
Yeah, we
immediately.
didn't even get pressure cookies.
Yeah,
I'm just
we
getting
did-
warmed up. So.
Yeah. Well, thanks so much, guys. And check out YouTube. On YouTube, Husky StarCraft is the name of
that
the
is
channel.
Mm-hmm.
And Rosanna, anywhere that people should follow you, Twitter and all that?
I have a beginning fan page on Facebook and my IMDb page, and I also have a Twitter. It's just my full name, Rosanna Pansino.
Cool. And
Just
we'll have.
keep your eyes on your television.
There you go.
She's going to show up.
Thanks for listening, everybody.
Yeah.
We'll have to have you guys back soon. We barely scratched the surface.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure.
Thanks, I had fun.
All right, we'll see you next week, everybody.
Visit us online for show archives and more at actingupshow.com. Follow us at twitter.com/actingupshow.
I think the reason I kill is my father. He didn't approve of me. My father was always telling me, son...
Hold on. Why are you getting into this exposition now? I mean, it seems really late in the story.
I know. I hate exposition too.
Well, then why are you saying it now?
I don't know. I'm not the writer.
Well, someone should have caught it. What?
Well, now I'm not in the mood.
I'm sorry, I can do this again.
Would you? That'd be great.
Yeah.